Hi, my name is Carissa Chainey. I'm from Feather River College. My presentation is on children's role models and heroes, and I am in Dr. Lombardi's English 101 class. The topic and thesis of this presentation is positive or negative role models in a young child's life will directly affect them mentally and physically for the rest of their lives. As you know, role models can have a large part in not only children's lives, but everyone's life. So I'm just going to give you some qualities and effects of just how big that impact is. So, according to the Oxford Dictionary, a role model is a person looked to by others as an example to be imitated. So, through role modeling, you have the ability to influence your children's development in positive ways and make it more likely that they become people you will admire when they mature. What kids see and believe is usually what they become. Children are usually creatures of habit. So what others do around them is what they are going to do as well. So it is important that you have a good role model traits to pass on to them. So some qualities of positive and negative role models. For a positive role model, they usually have passion and the ability to inspire others, clear sets of values, commitment, selflessness, ability to overcome obstacles, and they're hardworking in what they do. Example of a bad role model, some qualities are unfriendly, uncooperative, complains frequently, might be lazy, encourages unsafe or bad behavior, and is unproductive. How can you be a role model in a child's life? So anybody can be a role model. There really is no set person. You just show confidence and respect when you're around others. It's not something that you can really take a break from and choose to be a role model one day and choose to be a bad role model the other day. It's you always have those traits and you don't take days off from it. You have to be a well-rounded, good person and make others around you better. And in the very end, just do your very best. Not anyone's perfect, and a child is going to respect you if you're trying your best. Why is it important to have positive versus negative role models? So this helps shape children, whether it is negatively or positively. For positive role models, it boosts young people's motivation and influences children's actions. It keeps children from inappropriate behavior, and good role models usually promote productivity. So you don't want to have a lazy child who just sits around and does nothing. You usually want to have someone who is going out and chasing their dreams. So a good role model can help them behave in school, help them form relationships, and help them when making difficult decisions by modeling a guide to achieving success. It motivates the child to strive to uncover their true potential while overcoming weakness. It's really important to have good role models because it really helps with the child's self-improvement, because children should have a standard to go for and compare themselves with. Negative role models, however, when they are unfriendly, uncooperative, and complain about anything or everything, they might be unskilled at what they do, unwilling to learn and be more productive, is what is going to rub off on the child. And so it's just really being mindful of who and what your child is around so they can have the best opportunity to succeed in their life. So who can be a role model? As I've said before, role models are positive, calm, and confident. Some of those people in my life and some of those people commonly in others' lives are your mother and father. Grandparents and siblings are big ones. Teachers and coaches have big impacts on children's lives. Famous people such as actors or singers can really inspire children, and friends and fictional characters. So fictional characters can have a large part in children's lives just because in heroic stories, for example, they inspire, motivate, and transfer cultural values to children. These stories usually begin with a likable hero who encounters a challenge or roadblock in life, and then with the help of others, that hero emerges from the difficult situation and is transformed by his or her experiences. And these characters usually show strong character traits such as bravery, courage, determination, honesty. They're usually inspirational and show moral integrity. And sometimes these things can't be taught by other people in their life. And so a story or a movie could be an escape from that and show them the real traits of a role model. Some examples of these fictional characters for children that are popular and most people know are Tarzan, Hercules, Nancy Drew, Indiana Jones, Superman, Harry Potter, and Batman. And these are just a few examples that came to my mind first, so there's many more. The long-term effects of role models are they help develop long-term and short-term goals. They shape the character of a child that will usually stick around for the rest of their lives. And they motivate them not only when they're young, but when they're older. And in this little picture here is Erikson's theory of psychosocial development. And I'm going to focus on the yellow part, which is trust versus mistrust. And this is the first stage of Erikson's theory. Basically what it's saying is if the care the infant receives is consistent, predictable, and reliable, they will develop a sense of trust, which will carry with them to relationships they have, and they'll be able to feel more secure even when threatened. And this is important because it really starts off the child at the beginning of their life, either trusting the world or not trusting the world. And so it's important to have a good role model in the beginning. So it's setting the child up for success in the long run, that they will be able to trust people, have an easy time with the relationships, and not be scared or hesitant to put themselves out there or trust anyone. And so the key ideas of this theory is that the individual faces a conflict at each of the stages, which there is 8, and they may or may not successfully be resolved within each stage. So it's important that all of these stages are resolved so that they're able to have the best shot in the long run. And like I said, these things are taken into everyday life for the rest of their life. So it's important to start a child off young with these traits so they have the best opportunity. So why is this important? Just summing it up, having a positive or negative role model as a young child will directly correspond with character development and moral values throughout their life. As I said, it's just really important to start a child off young because these things are carried throughout their entire lives. And usually when you're making hard decisions, you will think back to what your parents have told you or friends, teachers long ago, and you will make a decision based off of their values or what they've taught you, things they've said to you. And so setting that child up for the best opportunity of success when they're young will help them every day in their life. So it's important to have positive role models to help them with that. That is my presentation, and these are my references. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.